Tillicum, Slox to Chaguyakwa, plus Kamislat Kabashawa Shili, Wisconsin. The people that came from here, they came to Grand Round forever.
The history at Willamette Falls dates back at least 13,000 years before the present, to the time of the Missoula floods. And shortly after those cataclysmic events, Native American people established villages here for their fishery.
Our plank houses were here along the river, and we lived here year-long. Some tribes in the area, they moved a lot, but our tribes were permanent here at the falls.
Soon after I arrived at this river, an old man passed down to the Clackamas Nation, who are numerous and reside on a branch of this river. This nation inhabits 11 villages. Captain William Clark, 1806.
Here you've got the Clackamas, the Multnomis, the Tualatans, the Estacadas, the Malalas, all just kind of in this area.
This was their trade depot. It was their center of commercial activity. It was a place of residency. It is where they made history for thousands of years.
They welcomed other Native people to this wonderful resource that flowed rich with salmon and sturgeon and eel, ancient fish.
Coewalis, alias Tumwatis, or Willamettes, this tribe, now nearly extinct, was formerly very numerous and live at the falls of the river. They claim the right of fishing at the falls and exact a tribute from other tribes who come hither in the salmon season. Lieutenant William Slacum, 1837.
So the same reasons that this was such a wonderful, plentiful place to live for our ancestors made it very attractive to the newcomers from the east. And it is no surprise that those folks wanted to establish their first city, the first capital of the state of Oregon, here in Oregon City.
The Native people who lived at Willamette Falls were rudely disrupted in 1855 and 56 when the federal government required by treaty that they remove to the Grand Ronde Reservation.
That was a pretty hard thing for our people because there is no other river or fishing site like here. And that's what we lived on.
And what choice did our elders have? The only way to protect what was left of their people was to try to find a safe place for them.
In spite of removal, in spite of confinement on the reservation, in spite of a U.S. Army fort on that reservation, the tribal people returned to Willamette Falls.
They tried to make farmers of us, but the farming was not doing good on the reservation. So Oregon City John and the Wachino family, they would come up here and fish, and they would take those fish and barge them upriver to Dayton and take them to the reservation. So that was important for our survival.
We know that one of the places that our people most often left the reservation for was to return to Willamette Falls to fish. And so that connection has been maintained over the generations.
Even after termination in 1954, my family, we came up the river and we did still eel. We still continued the practices.
After we were restored, you know, it was just like a huge weight lifted off our shoulders, just reconnecting with everything that had been taken away from us. We fought for the hunting and fishing rights, and being able to be up here on the river.
That separation that was there is no longer there. And it's not about status, it's not about money, it's not about property. It's in here.
The Willamette Falls and the land there around the falls is home to the people of Grand Ronde. Our treaty-signing chiefs were removed there and their tribes to the Grand Ronde Indian Reservation. And so coming back to the falls is coming back to the place of our chiefs and where our people thrive.
And that's why the goals of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde is to help this land to heal, help this river to heal, help the fish to heal, the environment, all of the plants and the animals.
Our generation has set up so many different things for our children to give them their identity back, to spark something in them again.
We've always been here, it's always been in our hearts, it's never left. We've always had that connection here, and we always well into the future. And that's something that cannot be taken from us.